Alright, what is going on, guys? Spiteful back again, coming at you with a should you summon on this new banner that's coming out on the 16th. It's not coming out tonight. A lot of people think it's coming out tonight. It's not. It's coming out tomorrow night, alright? So February 16th, 3 a.m. Eastern, no, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be summoning more towards the afternoon just because, yeah, I won't be really free. For those that don't know, I'm currently visiting my girlfriend in Ohio, so apologies if the setup's not as crisp as normal, but yeah, that's what we're working with. So we are over here with Koochie Face, Dordoni, and Sarucci. Like, I'm sorry, I'm calling you Koochie. I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's a polite Koochie, okay? Alright, so going into it, you'll see here that this is actually a 20-step banner. It's going to be 6% rates, and the format is going to be the standard 6% rates across the board, 250 orbs each, and then on step 5, guaranteed one featured unit. Now, the thing is, this the main banner, honestly, is, in my opinion, pretty friggin' horrible. You have Yumichika, Swimsuit Orihime, as well as Kenpachi, and maybe this, I'm trying to remember if this Jushiro is actually a Chronicle Quest bonus characters, but I do know that Yumichika, this Kenpachi, and this Orihime actually are indeed Chronicle Quest bonus characters, which is very good. However, as of the value of the banner in terms of characters, I really do feel like Kenpachi might be the best character in this banner, which is kind of awkward to say. Now, all these characters in and of themselves, here are the ones that are worthy to talk about. We have Kenpachi, we have Shusuke's worthy to talk about, and then of course the obvious main banner character is Tensa. He is a strong attack recharge unit, but one thing to note about this character is that he has lacerate instead of like burn or poison, which could be a little iffy when it comes to Senkaimon, but that's normally where he actually excels at. Let's go into Kenpachi. Kenpachi has a transformation mechanic, strong attack damage plus 25% with a bruiser of 40% with berserker 40%. So he has a berserker of 65% innately. He has hidden enemy chance 100%, which is really good because he also has poise and frenzy. He does have a pretty good kit with a beam first strong attack, right? Wait, no, never mind. A lunge for strong attack, belt beam 2500 length beam for the second strong attack, as well as the standard full screen third strong attack. With the transformation mechanic, he does get stronger magnifications when it comes to his actual attacks. You'll see that the magnification goes from 120 all the way up to 150. So 120 to 150, that's a 25% strong attack damage bonus when he's under his transform state. What's cool is that he does have the transformation on his special, which means it actually refreshes all of the cooldowns on his strong attack. So it's not like the new Captain Rukia where she has the Bankai mechanic on her, so she doesn't refresh her cooldown. She immediately just gets the strong attack damage bonus and the disabler. So that's definitely one thing to note. So honestly, this Kenpachi is really good, even though he doesn't have strong attack recharge. And the fact that he refreshes his cooldowns, I don't think is necessarily too negative of a thing. Next on the list, Shusuke. He's a Nat character, right? He has a bruiser of 20% with a mind attribute Soul Reaper normal attack damage bonus. Now, what I recently figured out during my testing is, since he has the bruiser of 20%, he's gonna get the oops, it's 100 times 1.2. Sorry, this I'm still not used to this keyboard. So you have the 120% damage what you normally would get with the bruiser 20%, and then you multiply it by 2 because of flurry. But he has the mind attribute Soul Reaper normal attack damage plus 20%, which gets factored in after the fact. So instead of having a normal attack damage bruiser of 40%, he's actually being given a bruiser of roughly 44% before you multiply in the flurry. So he's actually getting a good amount of damage from that multiplier. This could be very useful in epic raids when you have multiple Shusuke's getting the damage bonus, because it has to be a mind attribute Soul Reaper, right? And normally you're not going to want to take him into Inheritance Zone, and you're not going to want to take him into places like Extreme Co-op or anything like that. Sorry that sorry if I sound like I'm stuttering. I'm actually really full. We just finished eating. And going into Dordoni. Dordoni is actually pretty good. He has a bruiser of 50% with the normal attack damage plus 20%. He does have a PvP killer with Captain Killer, which I think really holds him back because he wasn't given poise. Honestly, if the strong attack recharge was poise, I feel like he'd be much better, just because you would actually be able to take him into PvP. Now, the bruiser 50% plus the normal attack damage plus 20% actually gives him a really good multiplier. So you have the 100 base damage times 1.5 for the 50% bruiser, and then you're going to want to multiply it by 2 for the flurry, and then multiply it by 20% for the increased normal attack damage. And you'll see here that with this 20% damage, because of the flurry and the high bruiser, he's actually being given a damage bonus of plus 60% to the base damage. So like you're actually getting 360 damage instead of the normal 100 damage, assuming the character didn't have flurry to begin with, which is really cool. So pretty much 360 divided by 200, you're pretty much getting 80% more damage from the bruiser 50 and then the normal attack damage 20 instead of like bruiser 70. I hope that didn't come across too confusing, but all you need to know, big damage. That's the easiest way to explain it. The strong attack recharge definitely will help him a bit in PvE content, but for PvP content, the fact that he didn't get poised really hurts. He is a damage reduction 20% link, and he does have 1129 stamina, which is really high, as well as the 777 base attack that a lot of these newer characters are getting. Cases like Speed Ikaku, as well as there's someone else, but I can't quite remember their name. So Sprinter +1, so that's pretty good. Long Reach +20% is definitely going to be incredibly helpful with the flurry. So he's not going to be a bad unit. In PvE, I think he's going to be actually really good. I wish he was given guard break. I feel like he'd be much better. But fortunately, he is a melee character, and he does have a lot of guard break potential. He has the 2500 beam for the first strong attack. The second strong attack is going to be a self-walking vortex that is also elongated, so 25 hits on this. This lasts a very long time, which is really good. And then his third strong attack is just standard full screen third strong attack. Overall, this banner isn't necessarily bad. I feel like they could have been much better. My main issue is that Cirucci and Koochie Face, they both didn't get Havoc 20%, and I think that that really hurts them in the long run. The fact that they didn't get Havoc 20% and they only got a Berserker of 20%, I feel like could have just... honestly, I feel like Caleb could have just did a little bit more. Now, going into Cirucci, she is a strong attack recharge unit with Soul Reaper Killer. She's, in my opinion, outclassed already by Daddy Ichigo as well as my Noelle. And a lot of people are telling me, it's like, yeah, but Ichigo has a boost. Yeah, who gives a shit? Like, he's still amazing. Berserker 20%, no Havoc 20%, which sucks. Bruiser 20%, damage to lacerated enemies plus 40% with the increased status element chance against heart attribute Soul Reapers. Now this, in my opinion, is going to be very good for stages like Senkaimon. Here, I think that she would actually be better than Ichigo, not gonna lie. Like, if you have just a 1 of 5 character with level 10 SP, this might actually outclass Ichigo in a sense because of her first strong attack. Which we'll get into in a second. So Devastation plus 40%, Frenzy, Sprinter +1. She hits really hard, and the fact that she will if you're going up against Heart Attribute Soul Reapers in Senkaimon, she's gonna be one of the best units for Senkaimon because she pretty much guarantees Lacerate, and since she has a Shave first strong attack, she will push the enemies back. So in content like Senkaimon, I think she's gonna be incredible at. But in regular PvE content, obviously a character with Marauder and Nullifier range resistance like Noelle, like those two characters, Ichigo and Noelle, will just outclass her because like they have literally the same second strong attack, a more instant gratification when it comes to that strong attack 3, because theirs is full screen, hers is the 1000 to 675 explosion. Like, she has the AoE circle 800, but without Havoc, I get that a lot of people might be thinking right now, like, yo, Spike, quit talking about Havoc. We know that she doesn't have Havoc. But that's the thing. It's like, yo, Havoc is kind of essential for these newer SP characters in order to make them really worth summoning for. Like, the first thing that I saw about this character was the fact she didn't get Havoc, and that immediately makes her worse than a lot of other Soul Reaper killers. A lot of people were also talking about how the fact that we haven't gotten a Rankar killer for Mind since Mind Neliel, who's also meant for Senkaimon. So that's kind of, you know, like, we could have gotten that instead. So Strong Attack 3 is going to be the Vacuum AoE, which is actually pretty good. 1000 radius, pulls them in, explodes them out. Still deals the same damage as a normal third Strong Attack, unfortunately. But overall, definitely not a bad Strong Attack at all. The fact that she got the 40% range collision first Strong Attack does push the enemies back very far backwards, which could be very good considering that you want to proc Lacerate on these enemies in Senkaimon when it comes to the Cirucci. Going into Koochie Face, I'm surprised that they gave him such a massive bulge. Berserker 20%, Bruiser 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds with weakening on everything. He also is one of the few first characters to get a weakened defense as well as weakening on the ultimate. Someone brought that up and I'm like, oh, that's true, we actually don't normally get that. He also got Diminisher plus 10 seconds, which helps with the debuff mechanic as well as Debilitator plus 5 seconds, so he's pretty much a debuff king. Devastation 40%, Frenzy, and Sprinter plus 1. He is a holo killer, so honestly, since he didn't get Havoc, in my opinion, he falls short of characters like Ishin. Ishin has a 3000 length beam as opposed to the standard lunge. The second strong attack is going to be the 525 AoE around you, which is not necessarily that bad, but like the thing is, Ishin has a 960, and then full screen third strong attack, Ishin has a 1200. So it's just there's just a lot of things that, in my opinion, Caleb could have did with these characters. Like if they gave him Havoc instead of Bruiser 20%, or even Diminisher, and same thing with Cirucci. If they gave Cirucci Havoc 20% instead of Bruiser, or maybe even Devastation, since she does have the damage to lacerated enemies 40%, I feel like these two characters might actually be completely worth summoning for. And without that, I really do feel like I just feel like it's not really worth summoning for unless you're a new player. Like if you're a new player and you don't have many of these characters, this banner is definitely not bad to go in for. I wouldn't go deep. I would say maybe 5 to 10 steps if you are new and you have at least like 2,000 orbs with the ability to farm 4 to 5,000 more orbs in your account. Because let's be real here, if you pull more Brave Soul tickets, you're pulling more characters. It's a never-ending cycle of orbs until you finally get most of the premium pool characters. You're no longer getting that many orbs from any of the content that you do. So yeah, if you're new, definitely can be very useful. Now, I did bring up this summon selection in particular because this will be coming out on the 22nd. Yoruichi, Rukia, and Cacao Society Momo. This individual banner is, in my opinion, actually really good. So you might actually want to summon here instead of summoning for Dordoni's individual. Dordoni's also a red character, but if you're a new player, this Yoruichi, since she's also a holo killer, in my opinion, she's probably going to be a bit more valuable than say someone like Dordoni, because she has 4 flash steps, she has guard break, she has Havoc 20%, Berserker 20%, she's a team booster, so she's going to be good no matter what, even if Ishin's on the team, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not Ishin, excuse me, even if you have 5th anniversary Ichigo on the team, you're definitely going to be helping, and the fact that she has guard break means that she's not really losing out on damage, whereas like someone like Ichigo is Marauder, right? So you don't want to be losing damage. So the fact that she was given guard break, Havoc 20%, Enhancer with a team boost to boost Ichigo's, she has her place on the team, which is really cool. Now going into the actual individual banners, we have Koochie Face, which is coming out on the 26th, Aizen, Kiona Sentaro, Toshiro, Soifun. Complete skip. This banner is doo-doo. Going into this banner is pretty doo-doo too. The only character of value here is obviously Sarucci, and then maybe Ginrei. But Ginrei is premium pool, right? You don't need to actually summon for him. Halibel's pretty mid. Soifon's pretty mid. And then, of course, Orihime, she's okay. When she gets her resurrection, she might actually be good. But until then, Shunsui is a Chronicle Quest bonus character. White Ichigo's Chronicle Quest. Toshiro, I don't know if Toshiro or White Ichigo are Chronicle Quest bonus characters. I might be wrong in that regard. Mindy Sane, not really worth summoning for. She's good, not worth summoning for though. Same thing with Hachigen. And Dordoni, in my opinion, is an easy skip. If he was given Poise, I think this banner might be worth summoning for. Without it though, I do think that this banner is a skip. Overall though, as a whole, I'm personally only going to do 5 steps on this banner. Maybe. I can't justify going any further than that. I will be summoning for some other people though, because they are interested. And yeah, so remember that stream is going to be happening somewhere in the afternoon, because yeah, I don't want to stream at like 2 o'clock in the morning at someone else's house. That's kind of rude, right? But I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind, I'll catch up, and stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe. If y'all enjoyed this video, let me know what you guys think of this banner. Do you guys also think it's doo-doo? I think it's pretty doo-doo. I think the KL could have did a lot better. They could have given us Fierce Battle Ichigo instead of this Kukaku. They could have given us the swimsuit banner. Actually, you know, if they kept the swimsuit banner, took out this Retsu for Fierce Battle Ichigo, took out this Tensa for Koga, put in, instead of this Yumichika, they could have put in, they could have put in Ginzuru, bro. Ginzuru's been out for almost a year now, come on. But yeah, those are my overall thoughts. I wish Caleb did a little better. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Stay blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.